So I'm an operations manager for a manufacturing company in the electrical utilities business. And I am in the process of going through the succession planning. And so my boss is planning to retire in the next couple of years. And I'm looking to see who can take my spot. The guy that is underneath me that would be the natural fit has been here longer. He's got the tenure, but I don't know if he's got the technical skills and the attention to detail and customer-facing presence that we need. And so I'm trying to figure out how can I figure out if I can train him or if we need to be looking for somebody else to fill that role.
How long have you got?
At least a year, and then I'm going to move into another role, and at that point I'll need backfilled.
Okay. And, well, I mean, the things that you're asking him to learn to do, I would very, very clearly and in great detail write those out.
Okay.
Like if it's 10 pages even, okay? And you know, then I'd sit down with him and give him that document and say, this is what it's going to take for you to be in this role. By your good work up to this point, you've earned the right to have a shot at this role. But the role is not going to be given to anyone unless they can do these things, regardless of who it is. So you're not going to, we're not moving anyone into any slot in this company that can't do the job just because they've hung around here a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the seniority doesn't matter in that sense. It doesn't guarantee that we move you to the level of incompetence. So you don't say that, but that's what's running through your head. Okay. Now, so anyway, you covered with him exactly what it would be and go, okay, for the next 30 days, I want to work with you on these 3 different areas, and I need to see something demonstrated that you can do these 3 areas. And I'm going to put you in places where you have the opportunity to show that you are learning to do these 3 things at a degree higher than you're able to do them today. You've got to get better at all 3 of these things to get this role. And I want to help you get there. So this is called training you up so you get the job, in other words. And this is you just talking to him, giving him the reality of the situation. It's not a threat. It's, I'm here to help you. I want you to get this. I want you to win. And here's what winning looks like. And I'm going to help you work on adding these tools to your tool belt. During the next 30 days, I need to see some substantial progress when I put you in these meaningful situations. So I'm going to put you in a customer-facing situation. I'm going to coach you through what to do. Then I'm going to watch you do it. And then I'm going to help you afterwards. And then we're going to do it again. And I'm going to put you in a detail-oriented situation, and I'm going to need you to flesh through the details. I'll show you how to do it, and then I want you to do it the way I did it, and then I'm going to watch you do it and to see if you're really catching on. And so it was customer-facing, detail orientation. And what was the other thing?
Let's see, customers, attention to detail, and just technical. So the technical apparatus of what we do. Okay.
So there's a way to put him in that same situation to see if he can function in that. But obviously someone told you how to do it, so you're going to tell him how to do it.
Yep.
And then see if he can do it. And obviously, too, on all 3 of these things in 30 days, we're not going to expect perfection or completion, but we need to see progress, which answers the question is, you know, do you have the capacity to get there if I work with you for a year? And during this 30 days, we're going to figure that out. That's you and, I mean, that's me and you talking. That's not him. But, I mean, I'm going to put him in all kinds of situations. And the test is not to see, can he do the job completely in 30 days? Because I don't think he can. I don't think anybody could do that in 30 days. But can he make enough progress that makes you believe he could get there in a year?
Okay. And he and I have very different personalities, and it plays well in our production role, but he's a little bit more of a hard charger, but to fill my position, he's got to have a little bit more softer touch. How do I coach him through that? Or how much do I just accept, hey, this is part of who he is, and if I'm going to move him here, he's not going to do it the same way I did it?
Well, to the extent that his style is causing him to not be able to do the job, then he's going to have a softer touch. I'm a hard charger, but there are times I need to have a soft touch, and I have to have that ability.
Okay.
And you do
All
too.
right, so
I mean,
it's not,
and you have a natural soft touch, but there's times you have to be a hard charger.
yeah.
So you
Okay.
you step up and into that, and that's just maturity within your style. But
Okay.
if he's going to make people mad and calls that his style, that's not a style. That's just a lack of awareness.
Yeah. Okay.
So that you can't. Well, that's just the way I am. No, it's being an idiot. That's not the way you are. You don't want to do that. So that's the thing. So no, that's. But I think you take into consideration the style differences. But if the style is not an excuse to not be able to do something. Okay. And if it keeps him, if it's so ingrained and it keeps him from being able to do this position, then you're just gonna have to tell him that.
Yeah.
That means he's not trainable. In other words. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we all can adapt to a situation that needs to be, that use wisdom instead of style. And but style explains, how things can go sideways, but it also explains my natural tendencies. But it doesn't explain a lack of people smarts. You can have people smarts from any style. And sometimes a soft touch, sometimes a pushy touch. Both of those are appropriate at different times, and that puts you in the right place. So, yeah, that's a good question. Thomas, you got a good head on your shoulders. You've really thought this through. You're doing a great job. I got a feeling you're going to be able to train this guy. I just got a feeling this is going to work. Thanks for calling.